The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
And the shot! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
Cruyff, good purposeful running this. Puskas, this is promised. Puskas! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Pelé. Chance for a shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So, a breakthrough already. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Puskas. That is a Pelé. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a pretty loose pass. Xabi Alonso. And it's Cruyff. Rice gets a good foot in there. Puskas. He's played it back. Pelé. De Bruyne. And Jamal. De Bruyne. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rice kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No way through there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's having a hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Roberto Carlos! And for a moment, time stood still. Corner number 3 coming up. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. That was fabulous, the most adept of touching. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos que o circuito interno de imagens está em operação para sua segurança.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same.
Pele! Superb from Pele! Well,
this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. They've played it short, and it's made its way to it.
Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in.
Chance for a shot!
And he's heaved it away. Now it's Pele. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. And he's had it nicked away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Cruyff. That is a great pick out. He's onside.
Pele! Brilliant from Pele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
It's a promising position. Plays it in low. Robertson. Cruyff. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good spread. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Still no way through.
It's Pele! Relentless! Just relentless! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
You don't keep those outs. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos a colaboração para nosso fundo de caridade global.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Puskás! So much time and space here. Well, that's an excellent interception. Alonso! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Xabi Alonso clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Guadalajara have the chance to go the other way. It's run loose here. Now it's Rui Costa. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Might be danger here. And he's managed to get free. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Oh, that was close. And it's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Rui Costa. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Pelé. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Pelé.
Pretty robust defending.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Puskás. Now it's Pelé. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. So it is still 0-0. Pirlo. It's Pirlo! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Xabi Alonso picks it up from the goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. And it's Xabi Alonso. Here's a player who has defined a generation. Pelé! And the shot! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets! And Botafogo are in front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Guadalajara clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Puskás. Vieira. That has been cut short. And this is Rui Costa. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Can he get it through? That has not gone well. Oh, terrible pass. And it's been played through. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Pelé. Oh, he's burst. Pelé! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Jordi Alba. He's got away. That's a corner kick. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He can get that clear.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Over to the left. Jordi Alba. And he whips it. Up he goes! Oh, it's hit the post. That's a half-decent try.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Botafogo leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Teremos uma substituição.
There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Back towards the middle. Xavi Alonso powering forward here. Now, can they get him away? Looking for the run. Cruyff. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Just a whisker away. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. He's through. Now is he in? Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. Now the Puskás! That was superb goalkeeping.
Puskás really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's well spotted. Puskás. Rui Costa. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. And he's away. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Guadalajara appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Jordi Alba, he is looking to influence the game from out wide. That is a brilliant interception. Kaka. No way through there. Roberto Carlos. He's being urged to shoot. Zanetti. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Kaka. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Cruyff. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Xavi Alonso. Botafogo have it back and can go again.
Botafogo couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And he's on his way! He's real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's not got that quite right. That's a good ball out wide. Kaka. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, that's neat. It's Pirlo! And he comes up trumps again. Pirlo to take it as usual. Chance! And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That'll be a throw-in. Pirlo. Good chance here! No, he's missed it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Hazard.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vieira. Guadalajara looking to pass their way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Danger averted for now. Not the most accurate pass. (1-0) as we head towards the end. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely spread. Now it's Puskás, and he's intervened well there. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Botafogo can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, such a clever touch. Kaka! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Puskás. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Guadalajara do have a chance to counter here. And the referee brings it to a close. Botafogo have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Pele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
Just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Clipped into space. Goes for a shot! Sensational from Haaland! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Brazil take the lead. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Haaland simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Pele. He's through here. And this is Cruyff. Face to face with the keeper. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. So what can they make of this? Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Mbappe delivers with... He's got two! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Goes for the shot! Mighty close.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target. Botafogo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Adams. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. Gerrard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the through ball. And this is Messi. Played in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pirlo. Now it's Puskás. Gerrard. Messi. Out towards the flank. Costa Curta. And it's Messi. Played back in. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There's a quick free kick. Xavi Alonso. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Cruyff.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Roberto Carlos, tidy with his distribution. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Puskás. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Haaland. Nicely shaped ball. That's a shade optimistic. And that pass isn't the best. Cruyff! Xavi Alonso. A probing pass. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Xavi Alonso is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Played back.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Now it's Pelé. Haaland, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Agradecemos a colaboração.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. but they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Puskás. Pele, dink through, and he's managed to get free. And Puskás! That is decidedly lacking.
Botafogo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Messi!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Puskás. Great vision. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Cruyff.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Now it's Mbappe. Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shapes to shoot!
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Haaland. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Now it's Puskás. That's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Zanetti. Defending was strong and firm. Gerrard, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Zanetti gets into some space. Oh, well played, well played. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. He's in a good position. He's having a shot! This time, surely! He's got a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
75 minutes played. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff battling down that right flank. Cruyff, he has found the way through. Cruyff with the cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now. It's a mighty effort! And that could come back to haunt them.
Ah, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
substituição.
Time for a change in personnel. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, he's not quickly taken. That ball looks... And the shot!
Brazil really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now it's Cruyff. Zanetti. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Xavi Alonso. Pirlo, the man we've all come to watch. Well, super find.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, can he get onto this? Not the most accurate pass. 2 minutes to be added on. Pirlo.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Looking for options for movement. And he's onside. Great chance! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Botafogo were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Looking for options for movement. And this is Cruyff. He's found the shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Now it's Cruyff. Koundé. For Olise. Knocks it into space. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Puskás. Oh, that's well spotted. Not the most convincing of passes. Now he's off and running. Well, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's made sure that's not getting through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Can he spark a counter here? Koundé. That is lovely. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Puskás, pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Rice. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. That has not gone well. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Nicely shaped ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Puskás. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, can they get him away? That is good alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that was vital. Olise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Puskás. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Botafogo looking to pass their way through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Howson. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Can he get it through? No, it's come to nothing. Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? And he whips it. Oh, what a climb! It's a lovely, neat pass. There's a beauty. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Xavi Alonso. Roberto Carlos. And it's Koeman. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's picked his way through. Carvajal. And the shot! And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're off again. So the first half brought no goals. Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Puskos.
Chance for a shot!
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, that's great running from the way he manoeuvred himself into such a good position to receive the...
Big header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Opts to...
He's tried one!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And a shot!
Oh, the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
He's had a shot! Johan Cruyff, an individual masterpiece!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy.
Olise! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
There's the header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff. And he's decided to go for it. Cruyff being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And he's being shifted off it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Carvajal wins the duel this time. Cruyff. Botafogo are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Now, the less said about that pass, the better. Roberto Carlos. It's Cruyff. Koundé. Pirlo. And he welcomes it in. Howson calmly anticipates. Caicedo. That has ended up in no man's land. Carvajal.
Botafogo have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Olise. Played into space. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. Played back into the centre. Out to the left it goes. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's played it in low. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Botafogo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rice. Jordan Henderson aims beyond the defence. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Olise. Well-timed, excellent interception. Dinks one through. That has been cut short. Olise. Good purposeful running this. Tries to play it through. That has not gone well. Very much into the last knockings. Roberto Carlos concedes a free kick for that.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance.
Gets his head on it! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Great vision. Pirlo, a true great in every sense of the word. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Foram indicados 2
And that is
minutos de
as far as they're
acréscimo.
going to go. It's a searching pass. Threads one in. Pele.
Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that will be the final act. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Cruyff claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Botafogo definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Senhoras e senhores, atenção! O fumo só é permitido nas áreas indicadas no estádio.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's a look and plays it forward. Now it's Puskas. Stood up well to him there. Tries to putt. Haaland! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Khan gets it clear. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Strokes it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Some save from Khan.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pirlo to take it as usual. And that should get the job done. He's gone for goal! Always going over the top.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Rijkaard. So it is still 0-0. Haaland. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Cannavaro cuts it out. Nicely aimed pass. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he was quick to react. Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that's been intercepted. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Conte, great chance! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Zanetti. Now Pirlo. Botafogo finding their passes. And they're quick to get it back. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's a nice Tele. Shoots! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front.
Puskas really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's
Having a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! About as smooth as it gets. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Yeah, it tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Xabi Alonso makes the interception. Now it's Puskas. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Puskas. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played.
Can he finish?
That's a half-decent try.
Palmer certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Roberto Carlos. Xabi Alonso. Now it's Cruyff. That is a great pick out. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Botafogo are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Big chance! Goal, Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Can he get on the end of this? Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Howson is always looking to break lines. Bellingham. Palmer.
Goes for a shot!
Just off target.
Haaland is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Botafogo looking to pass their way through, and it's Roberto Carlos. Takes on his marker. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Haaland. That is ended up in no man's land. Zanetti. And he's found a way past.
Botafogo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's bustling through, and the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's a pretty loose pass. Up to... Shot, surely! Danger averted for now. Pirlo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's away! He's one-on-one! Shot at goal! It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, easy pickings there. Poor robust challenge.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, he got rid
alertness.
because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. Owen might just make this. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Owen. Owen. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Spain looking to pass their way through. Xavi Alonso. Well, that has not gone well. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Pelé. Ambitious ball here. No luck with that dink over the top.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Rijkaard. Oh, that's fabulous. Puskás. And this is Puskás. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
And that will be the final act. Botafogo have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Pelé claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Se ha encontrado una niña morena con coletas de unos 5 años que lleva un vestido azul y dice haberse...